Yo, what's good everybody? Apple Dokkan here, back with another Dokkan Battle video. This is a different video. I've only done this once, I think. I usually don't do this like tier list videos or whatever, but the chat asked me to. Alright, the stream chat asked me to do so, hey, I have to go with it. I don't know how I kind of want to start this, because usually the top 3, all of us already know what the top 3 is gonna be. But I don't know, I think I am going to start out from the 10th spot and then just work our way up into the first spot. If anyone has any problems with the list, any arguments, everything, comment section is there, you can discuss. At the end of the day, I'm not perfect, right? But usually most of these are due to my personal experiences with the units. Alright, so you know what, I'm just gonna start out immediately on our top 10 right here. We do have my boy STR, Super Saiyan 3, Dragon Fist, Goku. So basically every unit here, top 10 list, right? Every unit here is exceptional. I just want to say that, absolutely amazing units. Dokkan absolutely cooked with all of them. So this guy having that dodge before he attacks for those AoEs, then he gets that 70% dodge after he attacks, with the damage that this guy deals, with the defense that he gets after super attacking as well. He is a very, very good slot 2 unit. Having this as well right here, the strategy with his standby is of course that you can get this from turn 3, and what you do is you go into standby, you see if you're getting super attacked, and if it's like a slot 2 super or something like that and you don't want to waste the standby Dragon Fist, then you just get off the game, get inside the game, and you already know that the super attack is going to be on the second slot or on the first slot or anywhere, like wherever the super attack is. Having this scouter, infinite scouter, every single time is absolutely amazing for this guy. We know how broken scouters are, and we're gonna have to have my boy right here on 10th spot right there to start out this list. So let's get him off there. The second one, you can see kind of right there, Fused Fighter. It is my boy Limit Breaker Vegito. Some of you might think this guy's a little too low, some of you might think this guy's a little too high. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm saying, if you have anything, any arguments, you can come at me on the comment section, right? Well, the thing is, main thing with this guy is, look, this guy carries his team. Absolutely exceptional unit. I absolutely love what this guy does. 60% damage reduction if you have a full either giant ape power or crossover. I think this ore right here really hurts this guy, because it's either a full giant ape power team or a full crossover team. I don't really like that restriction for him to be at his full power defensively, even offensively with a 40% crit and everything, but he still does a lot of damage and does have the 30% chance to crit as well, right? That 40% chance to crit, it's fine, it's fine. I don't really care too much about that. It's this right here, the 30% damage reduction that he loses if you don't have these giant ape power or crossover character allies with him on the turn, which can really hurt you. And it is an or, either crossover or giant ape power, no mix in between both of them, right? So that kind of hurts him, but it's still an amazing unit. What really hurts him as well, you're usually running this guy on Dragon Ball Heroes, right? Like almost every single time you're gonna run him on Dragon Ball Heroes. The team, it's a good team. It can definitely no item every single stage in the game. The HP of the team is very low, to at the point where I think even this guy as a slot 1, you're gonna pop him slot 1, right? He's gonna take 200k damage. He takes 200k damage and you're at a position where you have like what, like either 50% HP or below 50% HP, even with this guy tanking that super attack, and you can very easily get caught. That's not really his fault, like it really isn't his fault, but I think that we should take that into consideration as well. But amazing unit, of course. 9th. So we're gonna go into the next unit here. I feel like a lot of people might disagree with this, but I am very confident on this guy being on that 8th spot, top 8 in the game. 23rd World Tournament Goku. Wait a minute, don't click off, wait. This guy is exceptional, man. Look, just because he needs to revive, he needs a revive unit on his team, and I feel like them thinking that, they just completely disregard what this guy can do when you get that revive. Like, just what this guy can do when you get the revive is absolute, no, I'm sorry, it's just this part right here, is absolutely amazing for him. He literally becomes unkillable because you're gonna have like a million defense with guard, and you're gonna be doing like 10 million attack stats, like 4 times, super effective against all types. He just becomes absolute, he's Jesus. He's literally Jesus reincarnated on a Dokkan Battle run when you get that revive. And the thing with this guy is, what's the hardest fight in the game right now? Fusion Zamasu. Turn 1, you are almost 90% of the time with this guy's team falling below 50% because that's the way it's designed to be. A lot of people are gonna say, oh, he takes a lot of damage turn 1 even though he has the guard. I don't really find that as a problem for him, because at the end of the day you need to take that damage for him to actually revive on the next turn with GT Duo. And I have seen this point a lot as well. You lose a Spirit Bomb with him. I mean, if you have Guan and Piccolo on the team, it's just gonna be way easier for you as well to revive with this guy, right? Because they have a way better revive condition. But I think you are not really losing a Spirit Bomb with this guy, because you just get 2 absolutely broken, busted Gokus on your team who are gonna do a million more damage than whatever the Spirit Bomb was gonna do for you, right? So that's what I think. I think this guy having this team, which I'm pretty sure this is the best category in the game right now, with powerful comeback as well, so you're gonna have every single revive character on this guy's team anyway. Whatever revive you want to run, you're gonna have it. This guy's just very good. I think it's just very, very good. His links are very, very good as well. Defensive links, very, very good links for him. He can just be very good, man. He can be very good. So I am gonna have him on that 8th spot right there. And we do have as our 7th right here, LR Sword of Hope Trunks. This is another really controversial pick, I think, because a lot of people do have a flawed judgment of this Trunks. Or just, I mean, look, as I said, these units are from my experiences in the game, and Trunks for me, like, he's just very consistent. That is kind of ironic to say, because this guy is very, very RNG related, right? I mean, not really the greatest of RNG, because it is a great chance, which is a 70% chance. Then you have a coin flip for this guy to super attack again. Then you have hidden potential system, which is usually going to proc every time with this guy. It's either gonna be a super attack or an attack for him. Him stacking is very, very good, because it does stack very, very fast when you build him up with this defense as well. If you have both of these together, he's gonna be very, very good. Reducing damage with every single super attack perform as well is very, very good for him, because as I said, building up this defense, you're gonna have a lot of defense. Even on the first turn, this guy's gonna have a lot of defense, especially if you get his 3 or 4 super attacks. 30% damage reduction, 40% defense, and he even raises defense on both of his super attacks. He's just a very good unit. And we still haven't talked about the fact that this guy becomes one of the best units in the game starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. It is his start of battle, which does kind of hurt him. That's why he's not even higher. If it was like 5th turn from the start of turn, from like, even if this guy is not on rotation on turn 1, he would probably be like a top 5 unit in the game. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because you would have this is non-conditioned, by the way. It's just 5th turn, that's it. You just immediately become absolutely broken. You go into this form right here, and you get 50% damage reduction for 1 turn. You get guard whenever you're on the 1st slot, which is absolutely amazing. He's doing crazy damage because he is one of the standbys. I mean, he's the only standby, I think, which can actually attack, which is like a charging standby. Rainbow key sphere changing. He's just a very good unit. Like, honestly, he's a very good unit, and I think he is very, very deserving of this 7th spot right here. Now, you know, we've got another unit that might be a little controversial, because a lot of people don't like this unit, even on release, but that's not the one. I think they're very good. Look, okay, I know you might be angry or whatever. They are a very, very good unit, and let me explain. Okay, first of all, we look at the team. Probably one of the better leader skills, if not the best leader skill in the game, just because of the fact that you can have every single super class unit in the game on this leader skill, right? Then you've got Battle of Fate, which it's always going to be a broken ass category. You've got Future Saga, which is already a broken ass category. Power Beyond Super Saiyan is always going to be a broken ass category, and they are very, very good leaders of this team, I think. I mean, look, if you get one of them slot 7, it is going to be a little bit of a problem, but it's completely fine, I think, because that's just one more turn for you to have guard and dodge with them. A lot of people hate these guys because of this guy right here, because you cannot actually get that Vegito out immediately. That's where I think most of the hate for this guys comes. But a slot 1 unit like them, why do people love God Goku? Because first of all, he stacks attack and defense. Oh, what do? Stack defense and attack right here. What else? Oh, they guard with their intro for 4 turns. What else do they do? They have 50% chance to dodge as well, and attacks effective against all types and everything against Realm of Dark. But we don't really care too much about that. The fact of the matter with these guys is, with these hard fights right now, especially Fusion Zamasu, even Omega, these guys are gonna be below 70% 70% HP 99% of the time. Let's just act like it doesn't happen. All right, every single time you're gonna be below 70% HP unless you just get mega lucky with like super attack placements, or the boss just doesn't super attack you at all. Especially now with this AoE meta, bosses are doing a lot of damage to you. All right, they're gonna do a lot of damage to where you will get out of this form on turn 5, where they actually do lose the guard. That's why a lot of people hate them. Losing that guard really sucks, because you're taking just a massive amounts of damage. Like, you're taking crazy damage with these guys, because their defense, even though they do stack, is the same thing with God Goku. If you don't get the guard with God Goku, he will get cooked, right, if he doesn't dodge. But these guys do have it guaranteed for 4 turns. That's why I think they're amazing. We go into Vegito Blue right here. I don't think I need to say much. This guy is one of the best standalone units in the game when you do get him out. Defensive support for the whole rotation. Can do like 6 super attacks, or 5 or 6 super attacks. He can just overwhelm the enemy so much. Super effective against all types. High chance of evading enemies' attack. 50% damage reduction on slot 1. He's just very good. I mean, what do you want me to say? He's absolutely amazing, and a very well deserved top 6 spot right here. And we do have top 5 here. I feel top 5, especially these 2 spots right here, 4 and 5. Let's just go immediately with this. Get rid of him. We do have GT Duo. So let me do this. So it's these guys right here, both of these guys. You can go however the hell you want with them. If you want to do this, I'm fine with it. If you want to do this, I'm completely fine with it. And that's what I'm doing here right now, because I just woke up at that side of the bed today. All right, they did a 40 million attack active skill for me on turn 3. All right, that's why I love them. That's why I love them today. All right, I was playing Dokkan and they just were absolutely amazing. But yeah, these guys, both of these units, absolutely exceptional. These guys are very underrated right now on Twitter. Very underrated on the Dokkan community. I don't know why. Maybe you're not like a Twitter user watching this and you're shocked. I am shocked as well. I don't know why they are underrated. Their revive, being able to get it like immediately on turn 2 with these guys, is one of the factors why 23ku is like on top 8 on this list, even though he needs another revive unit. Like, you can instantly revive with them. If you don't instantly revive with them, you can actually build up their damage reduction, stack attack. They are just a very good unit still. They're almost 1 year old. They're an amazing unit. The revives will always be very good. Very good. I mean, I don't really have much to say about them. They're just a very well designed unit. Getting damage reduction with every super attack is very good, up to a 50% as a slot 2 unit. It's absolutely amazing. You're going up against a physical boss, you pop them slot 1 with 50% damage reduction as well. They're gonna be completely fine, because they do get an extra defense of 100% as the first attacker in the turn. Very good unit. I mean, I don't really need to say much more about them. Then we go to them. Another amazing unit. The thing with this guys is, you look at this list, other than Trunks, and I guess, no, I'm not gonna say Goku, because Goku has like a 70% chance to dodge, right? But these guys are the weakest defensive unit on this list, but the reason they are here is because of the amounts of damage these guys can do. Like, I don't even need to go into detail about this. A lot of people know how much damage these guys can do. They do have 30% damage reduction as well for 5 turns as a slot 2 unit. Where they do this as well, this is a greatly raise of attack and defense for 3 turns. So you can get 2 greatly raises with them on 1 turn, right? You get a greatly raise, you come on to the next turn with them, and then you get another greatly raise, and they're gonna be absolutely amazing defensively. You can see how much their defense goes up when you use their active skill, because it does count as a 24 key, so they will get that defense, and it's just absolutely amazing for them. A very good unit, and I haven't even gone to what they can actually do with their orb changing, which is usually, like, this orb changing is very good for them, because they are really benefiting from the fact that the more orbs you give them, the more additionals they are gonna do, up to 3 additional attacks within the turn, right? With a high chance of becoming a super attack as well. They're very good. And this, I mean, I don't really need to say too much about their active skill. Absolute new. Well, I mean, I think we're gonna wrap it up now, because, so my top 3 idea is this. I don't think too many people are gonna disagree with this as a top 3. I mean, I can go into detail, but everyone knows how good these guys are. This guy having 60% damage reduction on turn 1 and getting it up to 80% after you super attack makes this guy an amazing slot 2 before you build him up to get like that extra attack and defense, and then an absolutely crazy slot 1 with his domain as well, which is going to support basically your whole team against extreme class enemies. And when you use his active skill on his domain turn, he does get the 80% damage reduction immediately after you use the active skill, because it does count, as I said, as a 24 key. Orb changing is absolutely amazing as well. Guaranteed crits that he has when you're using the active skill with him. An amazing leader as well. Having 2 of him on your team is just absolutely nuts. Like, what can I say more about that? He's just a good unit. Very, very good unit. Absolutely amazing links for a Super Saiyan. No prepared for battle though, which does kind of hurt his defense. I don't think he has any defensive links. I don't think so. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter about him. Like, the amount of damage reduction this guy has is absolutely nuts. Very, very good top 3 unit. Then we go to Bulma. I mean, do I even need to say? She does everything. Bulma basically does everything. You want damage? She has crit in her passive. And then a guaranteed additional as well. You want rainbow orb changing? Oh, would you look at that? She does have that as well. Oh, what? You're not? You think she's bad defensively? Oh, let me tell you this. She has guard for 7 turns with 7% damage reduction every single turn, up to 77%. So even if you go on a long fight with her where she loses the guard, she's still gonna have damage reduction. She's just absolutely amazing. And I'm not even talking about the main thing about her. 2-turn support for all allies. Key +3, attack and defense 37% for 2 turns. Oh yeah, we do have an active skill as well, which if 37% support for 2 turns wasn't enough, then you do get 17% attack and defense, key +7 for everyone. This right here, effective against all types, this is for everyone. She makes everyone on the rotation effective against all types for 1 turn. So basically on 1 turn, you get her 23 key spheres, she gives out 10 key, and what is this? 54% attack and defense to the whole rotation, and makes them all super effective. Like, what do I need to talk about more? But she's just her. She's literally her. The goddess, I guess, of Dokkan Battle, because the god of Dokkan Battle, you knew it was coming, right? He's the boy right here, absolute god. You know what, this guy made a crazy ass redemption arc, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of people had him like top 3. He was on the 3rd spot when Bulma came out. The people had GT Duo over this guy, they had Bulma over this guy. With the release of Dismal Future, this man's stocks right here absolutely skyrocketed, man. Like, I don't know what to start with first about this guy. Guards all attack for 3 turns, builds up with getting hit. One of the few units in the game where this passive is actually good for, because he can actually take this hit. Get this guy against Goku Black STR. He's tanking that super attack for 250k to 300k before he even super attacks himself, before he even gets hit himself, because if you do get this up, he's tanking that for 200k or something like that. He's just absolutely amazing. Let's talk about the fact that this guy as well gives you 2 key whenever he does get hit. Every single, like, until the end of the fight, this doesn't matter. You always get 2 key when this guy gets hit for the whole team. Giant form as well. Like, you can activate this on turn 3 if you have a full superheroes team, but you can definitely run this guy on like an Earthbred Fighters team as well, and get this part right here where it is gonna be the 6th turn most of the time whenever you do get this guy. If you get this guy turn 1, then you get him turn 3, you rotate him off turn 3, and you have a giant form guaranteed whenever he does come back, right? If you have him turn 2, just keep him on rotation for the whole fight, and he's gonna have giant form as well, which we all know how broken giant forms is. They get rid of AoEs, they get rid of super attacks. It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. Very, very good unit. He does need a bond of master and disciple, but honestly, who cares? Like, who gives a shit? Like, this guy, you have Trunks for this. He does lead superheroes, so basically every Trunks is gonna be here. Every Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is gonna be here. You do have Battle of Wits as well, so if you do want to do that, you can bring another Piccolo for him, which is gonna be a bond of master and disciple as well. Very, very good unit. A very, very, very good tier list right here, I think. All of these units, look, if you're a Vegito fan and you're saying why is he not top 5, he's a top 10 unit. Absolutely amazing. We have what? Look at this. I mean, look at this. There's so many units in the game. Being here is an amazing achievement for any unit in the game. Absolutely love all of them, and I absolutely love all of you guys for staying until the end. Thank you guys for watching. Really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.